Let's talk about makeup brushes. I get inspired by all of you every day with questions, or I'm in your home doing virtual consultations, okay? So I see the brushes you have. I say, show me your brushes. You break them out. Most of you don't know why you have these brushes. Someone in the store said, get this brush. You don't know what it's for, or you have tons of brushes, maybe not the right ones, or maybe you just need 4 or 5 just right brushes. Let's talk about what you have, the shapes, and what they're for. I'm not talking about price point. I could do a gorgeous makeup with some e.l.f. I could do a great makeup with some Real Techniques, okay? Let's go. Foundation brushes. They come in many sizes, shapes. I'm not for the paint ones. I'm not for the skinny ones. Those are not good, okay? This one is Makeup by Mario is good to get in there. It's double-ended. I do prefer getting ready. For me and a lot of my clients that are busy, I have 3 kids, a larger brush. A larger brush does save time and just gets right up in there. This is the BK. If you like a little more smaller detail, the Mario, I do a lot of great work with this. But if you're in a rush, a little bit larger, even this Kokie brush, okay? I got this in a CVS, does the trick, big, gets it on. The denser the brush, the denser the coverage. The sheerer the brush, the sheerer the coverage. Concealer. I prefer a nice dense brush to really pack it on very quickly and just get it on. This one has a little bit of angle. This is a Real Techniques as well. BK, e.l.f., just a nice brush to pack it on in there real quick. Contour or cream bronzer powder. I prefer for a cream. This is a little more dense, but sometimes you can do some damage with this. It's a little bit easier to use something more like this. This is BK, again, Real Techniques, just to kind of quickly pat and buff, and you can get an easier, softer blend with a brush like this for your contour. Okay. Cream or powder blush, I like something with an angle. Obviously, I use that, okay? So you can really, the smaller angle, if you have a smaller petite face, you might want a smaller brush. Just food for thought, because it'll be a whole lot of brush for your face. But an angle allows us to create a nice shape. You can use the side of it for detail, or go this way to get a little fuller. And I like something with an angle for the blush. I use the same brush typically for highlight too. If you're using just the tip, you shouldn't have to have too much on it, but I'm lazy. I like just the same one. If you prefer a smaller highlighting brush, you can have something like this for a little smaller highlighting, up to you. But that's what that's for. Typically, that's for like highlighting and like details. Shadow brushes for your basic eye, you need like ponytail blenders. This is like a bigger blender, that's a more detailed blender. A couple of these and you are good to go. Done. Powders, especially for over 40, make sure the brush is very soft. Softer the brush, the softer the application. We do not want a whole ton of powder. A soft grazing of powder, something like these, perfect. Brush like this, e.l.f. double-ended, is always handy because you can get in little places, nooks and crannies, buffing for a little of everything. If you got a good set of those, you're freaking good to go. That's it.